Hey guys, Virgos, welcome back. So I wanted to do kind of a fun, different style of read where I'm asking who are the main characters in your soul group this year, and then kind of what is that storyline going to be shaping up like. So you'll see as it goes. It's kind of a fun one. I always mix things up. I always look for new ways to tell stories. That's what I do. I am a storyteller, a creative writer. So just know I'm not a psychic, not a fortune teller. I don't tell you how your life's going to go. These are just for fun. But let's see. Okay. So first off, we have got... For starters, we have the World card, and it's in the reverse. So could be a Capricorn individual, could be someone who is either they're struggling to finish a cycle, or this is somebody who you might be expecting them to leave your life, and instead they don't. In fact, maybe they wind up coming back around. This could be somebody they want to see you, but they can't right now, or they want to come towards you, but they just, travel is impossible at this point in time. But this could be somebody who's not having a real easy go of it right now either. They're missing some kind of wisdom, or they're not having a real fun time. Next to this, we've got possibly a whole group of soulmates that you observe in conflict. Now, sometimes we observe people in conflict and we just see things through different points of view. You notice how we're seeing this happen. We're not a part of the hubbub. So this is more like you observe something. Maybe you observe, just conflict in general, but you don't get involved. But somehow, it impacts your world enough that you look at the way people are behaving, and you may, in not taking sides, but rather you might gather some information, because this is all about how we think about things. This could also say, you know what, I don't know enough about this situation to know who's in the right or who's in the wrong. Maybe I should learn more about that, because this can be about like practicing stuff too, learning things, turning it over in our heads. So you might be inspired by a group of people, or even reading about like classical history or something like that, and saying, I'm interested to know, why did that happen in history? Where did that whole thing come from? Because this is kind of like stepping back and seeing it from a distance. We'll get some clarity on each of these in just a minute, but these are our first cards. We have a High Priestess here in the reverse. And so this is our central card. We have 5 cards. This could be you getting really attuned to your own intuition. This could be something being really revealed to you, or someone who's really good at revealing things to you. This could be somebody that you as like a, like the Oracle of Delphi, kind of a soothsayer or something along those lines. But something could be revealed through this person. This person could speak some truth to you that like it really hits you. It may not even be directly at you, but it's somebody who really looks at you and really sees you and says something that you go, that's really profound. So someone may interact with you this year that's like, they have a piece of wisdom where it's like they look right into you and they say something and you go, could be a Cancerian, doesn't have to be. And then we also have an Emperor coming up for you, an Aries individual. So it could be a boss, could be a really powerful masculine, somebody who's looking right at you. This could be someone that you interact with that Virgo interacts with, where it's like they are either impressed with you, or they want to perhaps offer you something. This is someone that we're having an audience with. You notice we're standing in front of them. They're looking right at us. So this is either someone that we're going in front of, or this is somebody who wants to sit down and have a conversation. But this could be an invitation into somebody's world. This could be somebody who is, whatever this is a sit down conversation. So, and it's very focused. So this kind of character is like somebody where what they're going to say, it really matters. It really means something. And then we also have a 6 of Pentacles. So You might also be very generous with somebody this year, somebody who is less fortunate, somebody who needs something and you have something to give. This person has gray hair, so it could be that the Virgo is, showing up for, heck, you could be donating time, doing Meals on Wheels or something like that. You could be driving somebody around. You could be making sure that someone in your community is well taken care of. But it's interesting because that Six of Pentacles, it's about give and take. So they may, give you some piece of wisdom or something in return. Whatever it is, there's some kind of generosity being displayed here towards someone that you interact with. Okay, so let's take a look at these. I just thought this would be a fun, different way to do a read because I'm asking about like a whole soul group. So this is all kind of like, it may still be very interwoven. So that World card is in the reverse, and we have a Knight of Wands in the reverse. So to clarify it, so somebody is, we got to get one more because they're either not able to come forward, but also not able to come forward, but not able to let go, wanting to come and see you, but not as a player. So this could be somebody that's very interested in the Virgo, can't stop thinking about the Virgo, is having trouble figuring out how to come toward the Virgo, is not trying to be a player, but really wants to like interact. They want to have a happy celebratory get together. They might be talking to friends. Five of Swords in the reverse. So this could be somebody where there had been conflict before and they really want to change that conflict. It's like, this is somebody who wants so much to, I almost want to say, have a do-over with the Virgo. This could be a friend. This could be somebody at a distance. This could be somebody who is, let me ask about that Knight of Wands in the reverse, because is this somebody who's like, there, it's not a romantic connection, they just, Two of Wands, they don't know. This is somebody who, they either have the hots for you, but they don't know what to do with that, so they're not trying to come on too strong, but it's like, but if Virgo's interested, I'm totally interested. It's a little bit like, they know it could go either way. The biggest thing is they want to be in Virgo's presence. This is somebody who, at minimum, they want to get together. Like, to see Virgo would make them really, really happy. So this is somebody who it looks like there had been conflict with at one point, and they really want that to go away. Like I say, could be a Capricorn, but it's like somebody who, they don't quite know how to make everything smoothed out. They don't quite know. They maybe don't quite know what would happen if they were in your presence. Like, would a romance pop up? It kind of looks like that's not what their main motive is, but but they wouldn't mind if it went that way. That's what it looks like on that. Okay, let's talk about this Five of Wands. Who is this Five of Wands soul group member? Five of Wands is the Sun in the reverse and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So if this is like a group that you're observing, it maybe makes you step back and you go, man, if only people could be more upfront, more honest with themselves, with each other, we could bypass a lot of the unhappiness. Like, it's almost like you can see where conflict arises from when there's misunderstandings, and the fact that really maybe I don't know, this could be just an observation where you learn a lesson. You go, wow, it's better not to lie to ourselves about anything. When we're grumpy, when we're tired, when we don't see things clearly, it's going to be really hard to have like productive conversation. So I feel like, Virgo, this is kind of just an example that is set for you this year. You see people with different ideas in conflict, and the takeaway message here is, man, that sucks to be in conflict like that, because really maybe you're observing this and you're saying, well, neither side is in the right. Both of them need to quit lying. Both of these sides that are in conflict really need to step back and get more enlightened. And I feel like If anything, that may be the thing where, because you have that understanding, you may be the one who benefits from having observed that. Sometimes, in a story like this, where I'm reading about like what are the different players in Virgo's soul group this year, this could represent, just the lessons that we pick up through almost like osmosis, through people that we interact with, and we didn't realize how much we gain value from just observing other people that cross our paths, right? So that's what this reading is about, is the people that cross our paths that make an impact. That's what this reading is all about. Okay, tell me about this very interesting High Priestess in the reverse. Someone who is going to reveal some kind of information, or a kind of a strength card in the reverse. So a fear is revealed. It becomes clear all of a sudden. Somebody illuminates the fact that an individual has a fear about something. We've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like somebody puts their finger on a big secret. The big secret is suddenly very clear to the Virgo. And this is because maybe this is when secrets get revealed through a character like this, this could be you find meaning through the teachings of, like some great thinker. It could be like you read a quote, and the quote makes you think about something in such a unique way, and you go, wow, that really shed light on something for me. Now I understand that someone in my life has been scared, and that's why there isn't forward growth, and maybe why somebody isn't going to have success, because fear prevents us from growing. It prevents us from having long-term success because we don't think about the future. We stay stuck right where we are. And I feel like that's a big illumination. And maybe maybe somebody says something and it makes you think about your own self and say, okay, have I been afraid to like really take a hold of my future and be as successful as I can be? Have I been afraid of my own success? Have I been holding back? I don't know. This is somehow, some way, a person, possibly a woman, doesn't have to be, but somebody, you read a quote, you look at something, you interact with somebody. Could be somebody who, is a highly intuitive, and they say something and you go, I totally understand what you mean, because that sentence you said, it applies to somebody else. I understand why somebody held back, why somebody in my life didn't move forward, why somebody didn't have success maybe with me. Maybe it's because they're scared. And whoever says this thing, it just clicks and it makes sense. You get a new perspective on a situation. Let me get one more on that. We got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. We got the Seven of Cups in the reverse. And we got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Wow. So it's a big revelation that if somebody is scared and they can't move forward, then, I mean, this might sound really harsh, but then that wouldn't be satisfying for you. And now you're sure of it. And now you don't hold a torch for someone or hold a whole cup of love that you want to offer to somebody who's too afraid to reach out and accept it. But it's whoever this person is that illuminates that. Whoever represents that. So that comes from some kind of a soul member of your soul tribe or your soul group this year. Maybe you learned something from a really, a really eloquent speaker or somebody like that. But something that makes more sense, that what you're wanting is the kind of person that is fearless enough to receive everything that you have to offer. Okay, so now let's take a look at that Emperor, because like I said, there's probably going to be a thread through this, if it's because I'm asking about like the soul group. So it's all about the different interactions that happen in a year and different people that might play a role. but then this is all still threaded together. Well, we have this wonderful Temperance energy. So we've got Aries and now we have Sagittarius. So lots of fire energy, lots of passion. So this Emperor is somehow bringing in a sense of balance. What they're offering is fair. What they're wanting to talk to you about, or how you see this person. But Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords in the reverse, Justice in the reverse. Now, in my readings, and only in my readings, if I see the Justice in the reverse, I look at that as now we have fairness. And the reason I look at it that way is because if it's in the upright, if it's showing up at all, it means that something's unjust that needs to be fixed. So to me, if it goes into the reverse, that's actually where things are getting worked out. Now, I'm the only person who reads it that way. It's just how it speaks to me. So that's always true in mine. It's interesting that we have somebody, it's like as you have come to this conclusion, or someone has illuminated this and you've realized, wow, if someone is too afraid to come toward me, then they're never going to have the success and abundance with me, because it's not going to be what I would want. That's what we had with that High Priestess, right? So as you have like really fully released something, I don't know if it's that you've made space for this person to show up in your life, or if this is that very same person who now steps up and somebody is knocking on your door saying, can we sit down? I want to sit down and let's drink a couple of glasses of something, because that's our Temperance is pouring a beverage from one cup into the other, kind of like a Two of Cups, because it's this ever flowing thing. This Temperance card, it's like, wow, somebody wants to sit down and have a conversation with you about giving you something, about making a significant offer, about making plans with you. This is something concrete. This is something serious. And this is something that is fair and balanced and just, and it's maybe just what you asked for. It's exactly what maybe you didn't know if that would ever come in for you, but it's coming in. Let's get one more on that. This is like you getting what you deserve in a good way. You're finally getting something that you really deserve, but it's coming from the lips of an Emperor. It's coming, this could be a love offer from a very powerful masculine. This could be somebody who wants to, wow, Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning. This could be a brand new love. This could be even bigger than that. This could be somebody who is offering you a job, a career, a brand new start. We do see a lot of pentacles here. This could be like the break that you've been waiting for. This is something where somebody is saying, you would be just right for this. I can see long-term success here. This is your offer if you'll say yes. And it's very fair. It's very balanced. It's exactly right. It's exactly what you wanted. It's exactly the offer that you've wanted to receive. So it could be career, but it could also be love. It's about time. It's about time that Virgo gets this, is what I would say. Now let's ask about that Six of Pentacles. That Six of Pentacles, High Priest. Interesting. So that equal give and take, that generosity that you show. It's funny how this is all about the keys now. Somebody gives you the keys to unlock other pieces of wisdom. Or you perhaps are the one who, because you've had some kind of, I want to say, success and growth and understanding this year, throughout this year, you may now be the person in the position where you are able to give terrific advice. Maybe you are the one, it's almost like that great circle where you've learned something really valuable. You've not just learned it. You're not just preaching. You've learned it because you've lived it. And so now you're able to give somebody that piece of advice, about how to move on from things with that Six of Swords. This is sideways. If if one of the things that you are giving to somebody this year is this amazing hope, this amazing piece of knowledge that will maybe help them set themselves free the same way that you have, that could be remarkable. That could be quite the gift. Hold on. I'm not sure that that's entirely right. A star card. I feel like you are somebody's dream come true this year. You are either very benevolent. You give somebody maybe permission to be themselves, and that is, it means the world to them. Maybe this is you being very benevolent with whomever this person is who's coming in for you. You might be really generous in saying, yes, we can move on from the difficulties that we've known in the past. Whatever this is, I feel like you are somebody's dream come true. You are a lifesaver. You come in at just the right moment, but it's like, it's the full circle where you've been gifted some things this year, and now you're able to share with others also. We've got a 9 of Pentacles and a 2 of Cups. They did come out together, and they did come out sideways. To me, this is looking like you're somebody's wish fulfillment. And I think that this is like letting somebody know that they're already enough. I think that we've got a wonderful love coming in for Virgo this year. This could admittedly be one weaved story where the very person who isn't able to come towards you but wants to get past the difficulties, that energy is stuck right in the very beginning with that World card in the reverse first. And from there, it just seems as if you keep learning things about how you don't want to be involved in conflict. And then if there's someone who says just the thing that makes it all make sense, where you go, oh, you know what? If somebody's not coming toward me, if that World card person isn't coming toward me, or, you know, I don't know what's going on with them. I only know that if they didn't come toward me, even if they don't want things to be done with me, but they don't know what they want, I don't want to deal with somebody that doesn't know what they want. So I release them. And I feel like there's this huge release, and then it's followed by an immediate, like somebody levels up, somebody comes in, or you make space for a new character to come in and give you this incredible offer. This might all be about a job. This might all be about a job, signing a new contract. But from there, because you're doing so well, now you're able to give some kind of assistance to someone. But giving that kind of assistance to somebody, that may be the example of you giving somebody this wonderful piece of wisdom. And that could be the person who falls crazy in love with you, actually. It's like whatever you say to them, they realize you've been through the same thing. And there's, however it is that you unlock someone, you let them be as free-spirited as you are. And that is such a wish come true. That's so much healing. But I think this is the twin flame. This is the person that you develop some connection with. Interesting how you've gone through, I mean, the alternate meaning on this could be that if this is the same person who's changed, if the World card in the reverse, the person who didn't know what to do, couldn't quite make a decision, wanted to see you but wasn't sure what they wanted, I feel like you've definitely released them because you observed other people in conflict and you're like, not doing that. And then you got some piece of wisdom or advice from somebody knowledgeable. And then as you turn your attention to other parts of your life just expand like crazy. But this person who you're being so kind to, this could be that world in the reverse. This could be that you just, you kind of shrug and go, hey, if that person shows back up and they want a little of my time, I'll give them a little of my time. But I might even tell them, hey, look, here's the thing. If you're not sure of what you want, then that's because I'm not what you want. So I'm moving on and you should too. But what's interesting is just the act of being able to kind of shrug and let something go. That could be the thing that turns somebody and goes, no, you're exactly what I want. I just haven't known how to say it. You know, this could be a real heart to heart, whatever this is, it is a heart to heart in this story. And of course, these are only stories, but very beautiful, because the interactions that you have throughout the year in this story, it talks about a lot of growth. It talks about releasing. It talks about learning exactly the right lesson at exactly the right time. Like seeing what the big picture is, seeing what the takeaway message is. Instead of trying to control anything, it's more like you observe and you assimilate the lesson, so that you're like, okay, I get that. That's the message that I'm supposed to gain out of this interaction. Okay, I can take that. I can work with that. That's what it looks like to me. But what's so funny is that all these areas of your life wind up taking off without you necessarily like, there's nothing out there that says you're rushing around trying to make stuff happen. It's more like things come into the Virgo's life, because the Virgo's very receptive this year is what it looks like. So I don't know, but that was kind of a fun read. I enjoyed doing it that way. All right, you guys, that's what I've got for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, all that jazz. And remember, it's just entertainment. So release it just as quickly. If you don't like something that you heard, don't worry. It's not your story. It's just a story. All right. Bye, guys.